Okay, so this is a Singer Tradition. This machine is about 15 or 16 years old. It has never been serviced. It is my personal machine. We're going to see how it goes. I'm going to do a test sew now. I will acknowledge that it is a little bit sunburnt. It's got some dust, some lint, so we're just going to see how it sews. One issue I've had with it is over the last 6 months or so, the tension, I keep having to inch it up and up and up to get balanced stitches. So right now it's at 6, and we'll see how that goes. And we're going to put the stitch length at 3. Okay, so that was straight stitch. We're going to zigzag. This is with a fresh needle. It not used to be so clunky. It is though. So let's see what we can do. Alright, there's the top thread. Here's the bottom. So it's pretty balanced, but like I said, the tension is at 6, which is a little bit high for my liking. Okay, so I am taking out all of the parts that are take-outable. You can see we've got a little bit of buildup back here. I'm gonna have to clean that out. And get this opened up and see what we're dealing with on the inside. Okay, I've taken the screws out of the bottom and the sides. I do just want to make a note. There are 4 screws in the bottom, and one of them is slightly longer than the rest. So when I put them back, I'll make sure that I put the longest one in this back top corner here. First I'm going to oil the needle hook inside, just 1 drop where it meets the frame, and then the top collar here. I'm going to do the same for the presser bar, just a little bit hard to find the machine, but it is right back there. I'm going to put a drop of oil where the take-up lever is. And I'm going to do all the joints in the take-up lever. This one that I can hardly reach. Perfect. Also going to do this spot where the needle bar, the sideways movement, there's a little spot in there. Make sure I get that as well. I'm going to follow the needle bar path. I'm going to skip the bearing, which is right here, and I'm going to put a drop of oil each place where I've got middle and middle movement. Now there is an oiling point here, so I'm going to just put a drop in that port and spin this around. Watch it distribute. Right, perfect. And then down here, there's a little mechanism for some of the specialty switches. It's the selector mechanism. Make sure that gets a drop as well. Also going to put a drop down the bottom of the bobbin. Make sure that this will spin freely, jam up. Alright, other than that, I'm going to put a drop here on this tensioner because I was having problems with it. And I want to make sure that I've got the right amount of lubrication. Okay. Other than that, I think we're in good shape for oil on the top. And I'm going to put a little bit of grease on the cams. So we have the paddle tool. The feed dog cam. Just gonna get some grease. The grease on here was very, very peanut buttery. Distribute that around. There's also a spot down here. Make sure I get some grease. Also gonna put just a tiny bit of grease on the follower, the camstock, and I'm gonna put grease on the worm gear. And make sure we get that distributed. now that I have finished the top, I'll turn it to the side. Apply a drop of oil to the race and along the lower shaft. And I'm just oiling all the spots where we have metal on metal movement and avoiding the bearings. Also going to make sure that I get the mechanism for the feed dogs, which is in here. And here. Now, for grease, I'm going to put a little bit of grease where the feed dog mechanism rides on this disc. This was super thick with grease, but I'm just going to apply a little bit because I can add more whenever I want. Okay. And then the last place to grease is going to be the lower hook assembly gears down here. And should be able to that should do it. I know it is super common with this machine for lint to pile up right here, so I'm just trying to make sure that I take off any extra that might be in the wrong place around the top of that collar. Not enough. We don't want too much. All right. So that should do it. And we'll see how the machine runs now. There's pre, post. The top is pre, bottom is post. And this is at tension of 4. So let's up that and see if it gives me a little bit better, but it's still pretty good. Pre is at the bottom. First attempt attention 4. Second attempt attention 5. Top side looks great. Bottom is pre.